Yesterday, Max posted first Last of Us Season 2 teaser. I haven't watched it yet, so I want to watch it together. Now, a couple of things. I'm a big fan of the game. The first one. I played the first one a couple of times. I would risk saying that's my favorite game ever, right next to Life is Strange. Story is, in my opinion, one of the best stories, if not the best, ever told in a game. That's why I care and always cared a lot about how it's going to be portrayed. And I think Season 1 really did the job. When I look back at Season 1, especially Episode 1, felt entirely like the game. And while Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey did their own versions of Joel and Ellie, they still sort of nailed it in their own way. Now, Season 2 and Season 3, so it seems, because The Last of Us 2 is a long enough game to divide it into, I think, 2 more seasons, maybe even 3 more seasons. Second game, for sure, was a bit controversial. Like, there's a lot of people that claim it's the best game that ever came to be. And then there are some people, myself included, that had some issues with it, especially with the story, I suppose. I don't want to say anything more. I know that there are some of you who maybe haven't played the game, so I don't want to spoil it for you guys. But I'm very excited about watching this season because I'm thinking maybe the show will somehow portray it better. I know that there are supposed to be some differences. Druckmann said that we can expect differences in a similar vibe when it comes to differences between the first game and Season 1. So I don't think they're going to change any of the major things. And if you have played the game, then you know which major thing was definitely, I guess, discussed. Like, if they're going to actually go for it, if they're going to do it. But if the changes aren't supposed to be as big, then I think they might actually do it. Anyway, let's jump right into it. The Last of Us Season 2 teaser.
Oh, you want to start or what?
Is he in therapy?
Let's try something different.
Oh, look how happy he is.
You can't heal something unless you're brave enough to say it out loud.
Oh, the aha
Say
scene.
the thing you're afraid to say.
Ouch.
Say it out loud, no matter what it is, no matter how bad.
Ugh.
What did you do?
That's just like in the game. What's the name? No, you didn't. They did. Oh, that's lovely. I hear we are expecting it first half of 2025. Right, well, that teaser is great. Surely a teaser, not a trailer yet, but the version of the Power Jam song is amazing and definitely creates an ambience. Especially the second part of the teaser, they showed all these scenes that otherwise would be very loud. You know, like all these clickers and whatnot, like banging on the wall, the fighting stuff. There were scenes that you could hear despite not actually having any proper audio for them. Now, when it comes to the second season's casting, I remember when they first announced that they'll, make the actual show. Immediately, my Ellie was Caitlin Dever. It just seemed like she works in a major way. She gave me that Ellie vibe because she's vulnerable, and Bella Ramsey, whether she did their job or not, I really like them. I really like their acting skills, and I think it was definitely their own version and their own, I guess, vision of Ellie. which works with me. Would I prefer someone else? Maybe, but that's what it is and it works. And there's definitely a lot of chemistry with Pedro Pascal, so that's undeniable. Now, Caitlin Dever, so she's actually gonna make it to the show after all. You know what? I'm starting to think that I actually see it. I actually see her becoming Abby. Maybe she will make Abby more likable in a way, because you know, there are certainly certain controversies when it comes to Abby, without revealing too much. Dina, I recently saw her in a new Alien movie, Alien Romulus. I think her name is Isabella Merced, and she surely made it work. So I think she's going to make a nice Dina. That actor who's gonna play Jesse, I think he was in that one Netflix show recently, Beef. He's actually exactly as I would portray Jesse. It's also kind of interesting that they're going to have Joe go to therapy or something. I don't know, maybe it's some sort of a condition when it comes to living in Jackson, because Jackson is this village that we see in The Last of Us 2, you know, with Tommy and everyone is just, you know, sort of works for them. They're their own little community, making it work, living together. Except we know that there are some demons chasing Joe and Ellie. Demons that came to exist in part 1. Maybe not while the game was releasing, but when they came up with part 2, Neil Druckmann definitely decided that some of the stuff that we saw in part 1 is going to be an issue in part 2. Maybe I sound confusing, but I do hope that you know what I mean. I think there's a lot to handle in season 2. Judging by season 1, I think they're going to make it work regardless of the story. There's so many technical aspects. I feel like there's so many places, so many characters with great personalities to handle. You have to sort of balance Ellie and Abby. We have to explore Ellie's sexuality a bit more because she's gay, and we're going to see that in The Last of Us Part 2 a bit more, for sure more. We're going to see much more of Tommy, so Joel's brother. We're going to see more of Tommy's partner. We're going to see some flashbacks. We're going to see stuff that has happened between season 1 and season 2. We're going to see monsters that we haven't actually seen in season 1. So for sure, it's a big challenge. I'm looking forward to it though. Like I said, we're supposed to see it first half of 2025, so I can't wait. I'll be reacting to it on my channel as well, which works out well because soon we have Arcane season 2 coming. We have The Last of Us games. That's why I feel like it's cool that we have a bit more months until we get there, because a lot will be happening in between. Thank you so much for watching this video. Major shout out to my lovely patrons as always, and I'll see you guys soon. I'll be certainly posting some updates when it comes to The Last of Us Part 2. See you around, guys. Bye!